from nothing, grow that thing eventually into an LLC, take that LLC, make it a publicly traded company, get a corporation out there, get some people investing in its stocks and everything like that. That person deserves a lifestyle for what they've done there, because they are employing a lot of people along that way, and they're making it happen. That's the American dream, people. That's what I want to see in this country. We'll be right back after the break. Well, welcome back to the show. This is your host, Tommy Mack, at Tommy Mack's Conservative Nation Radio. Well, folks, I know I've been rambling on here a long time, and I think my first radio show has had the tendency to do that. I got a lot on my mind. I wanted to get it out there, but I want to leave you folks here tonight with this in mind. Okay, I don't believe that the average American, okay, Democrat, Republican, I don't care. I don't believe that the average American wakes up in the morning and says, I want to live on entitlements. I don't believe that. Okay? I don't believe that people put their children to bed every night and kiss them on the head and say, Obama's here for you, son, because you're not going to make anything of your life anyway. I voted for a president that's going to give you an entitlement program, thereby really making sure that you never amount to anything. I mean, does anybody out there believe that's what we want for our children? That's what we want for ourselves and our future? No. Okay. Again, fear. The title of tonight's show was How Did Obama Get Reelected? Obama got reelected by instilling fear in the voters. And he spent millions of dollars to do this. Think about that too, by the way. Millions and millions of dollars to instill fear into these groups, to instill fear into the gay and lesbian community, making them believe that Mitt Romney is not going to allow any kind of gay rights whatsoever. Fear into the ethnic groups that the big bad white businessman is not looking out for you, even though he is. He's the one that's got money, and he's going to help you by giving you a job and some advancement potential. Okay? Fear. He installed fear into women that Mitt Romney was going to overturn Roe versus Wade, which, by the way, a president can't even come close to doing. Okay? That's something that Congress has to do, and that's through a constitutional amendment. Okay? But there are people out there that actually believed that Romney could do that, or that he could start the ball rolling in that process or something. Okay? That was never Mitt Romney's goal. In fact, Mitt Romney wasn't touching any of those kinds of things. His concern was the economy. Okay? As it should be for any thinking American out there. Grow your economy. You get a better economy, you have a better country, everybody's better, everybody's happy, everybody shares in the success. Okay? That's what made this country great. But what do we got in Obama? Instilling fear in everybody. Senior citizens. Oh, Romney's he's gonna turn everything into a voucher program for you. You're gonna lose all that. How are you gonna eat? How are you gonna pay your electric bill under Mitt Romney? How's that gonna happen? He's changing Social Security. We don't know how. Could be a complete disaster. He could take it away. We don't know. Okay? Don't vote for him. He's taking away your way of living, your sustenance. Okay? Don't vote for him. See, fear, 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 fear. Okay? Is that the kind of president we want here? Okay? Scaring people into voting for him? If you don't do what I want, and if you don't vote my way, this negative thing is going to happen to you, and that negative thing is going to happen to you, and that negative thing is going to happen to you. How did Mitt Romney, during the debates in particular, how did he conduct himself? I want America to be great again. I want everybody in this country to be successful, and we can do that. We just got to get rid of all this excess government that's in our way. Get government out of our lives. Put more of this back onto the states. Let the states decide some of this stuff. Okay? That's what they're supposed to be doing. The federal government is not supposed to be expanding the point of this, telling everybody what to do. That's not what the federal government was put together for. Okay? Okay? The founding fathers saw the power in the states, not in the federal government. And that's what Mitt Romney was putting forth to everybody. Okay? That the founding fathers knew the best thing to avoid tyranny, and that's what Obama's bringing, is tyranny. They had experienced tyranny before. They lived it in Europe, in England. They said, hey, we can't ever have that again. And we can't have a means for that ever to slip inside anymore. And that's why they created, the 3 levels of government. Okay? So that there's not one essential power out there, that not one overpowers the other. The executive does not, the judicial, that's what it's all about. Okay? But what are we scared about today? Well, you have the judicial side, the courts, the Supreme Court. Well, what's Obama doing now? He's putting liberals in there is what he's doing. And there's 2 people in the Supreme Court right now that, essentially are ready to, go into retirement. Okay? Probably going to happen under this next 4 years, obviously. Okay? All right. Who appoints and picks these people? Guess who? You're going to put a conservative in there? You're going to put somebody in there that's going to be, against his agenda? Of course not. I mean, folks, we can find ourselves with the Supreme Court justices. Each one of them is a liberal. And that can happen in very short order. So that's why it's so important that we got to speak up here. We have to go out to these groups that Obama threatened and scared with our supposed tactics, and let them know what the true message is. Okay? Mitt Romney lost this election, okay, because the American voter did not get the true message of what he was trying to do. Plain and simple. And did Mitt Romney have something to do with that? Most likely, yes. Okay. I mean, there are some times in the primary in the past and everything where he was asked about Roe versus Wade, and he came out and did a big spiel about how he'd like to see it reversed. Well, that was probably, shooting himself in the foot a little bit there. Okay. Because there are some women that is just a huge issue for them, that nothing else, as soon as they hear that, oh, you're going to take that away from me? Nope, you're not my man. That was probably a large mistake. Okay, it was also a large mistake for Romney, I believe, to come out in the last debate and the last debates and talk about defunding Planned Parenthood. Okay, again, there are a lot of women out there that see Planned Parenthood as their only means of medical care for whatever reason. I mean, there are free clinics everywhere. General hospitals will treat you for free, but for some reason, they saw this group as something near and dear to them. As soon as they heard that, boom, they shut it off. No more Romney for me. So there were, obviously some mistakes made in the Romney camp, especially with Freudian slips like that about, that women took as to be that we're getting rid of Roe versus Wade just because he expressed his opinion. He doesn't like it. They turned that, it was turned into he's going to try to repeal it. So, I guess you got to really think about what you're saying in the campaign trail and understand that everybody's got different philosophies out there, and there are core things that if you bring up, you got to be willing to get to run with it and explain it fully. You can't just say, "Oh, well, I meant this. What I meant was." And people don't buy into that kind of stuff. So, but the reality of it was, those people were scared. Those women were scared that Roe versus Wade was taken away, and these other groups were scared that their entitlements were going away, and then these folks over here were scared that their food stamps were going away, and under Mitt Romney, all this would go away. My safety net would be taken away with Mitt Romney as president. That is what the Obama camp put out there. Okay. Now, conservatives, I've only got a few minutes left. We all have got to get out there and re-inform the public as to what the Republican Party and even more importantly what the conservative values are. Okay, the values that we hold dear, and that is that everybody is free to do what they want with their lives. Government out of the way. Now, yes, government give you a hand up. Yes. Okay. government hand-ups, not government handouts. That's what we're looking at here, okay? I don't believe people don't handouts. A hand-up is great. Okay, government assistance on business loans, those kind of, I mean, that's all good stuff here. That's all what we're looking for from the conservative standpoint. Okay, but believe me, folks, when I tell you, Obama is taking us all down the wrong path. He's taking us down the path of the USSR. He's taking us down the path of Greece. Okay, is that what you want? You want to bankrupt the United States of America? Okay, the most economically affluent country in the world, and we're going to go down because of entitlement spending and deficits that are completely unbelievable. Okay, we've got to stop this right now, folks. I mean, we got to stop it. Well, guys, that's about the end of our show. I thank you for joining me today. I know it's probably this, the first show is a little hectic and a little hard to get going, a lot of bugs and that kind of stuff, but I really do appreciate you folks listening to the show. We're going to try to have one of these shows at least once a week, and I'm going to get out the message, with hopefully some notice so that you can all join the show if you enjoyed it. Please feel free to email me here at tommctague@reagan.com. That's TOMMCTAGUE @Reagan.com. That's like Ronald Reagan. Tom McTague @Reagan.com. Please email me. Let me know what you think about the show. Give me some ideas for the show. If you obviously would disagree with me, agree with me, please give me some emails here. We've all got our opinions. I'm doing this show because I just feel compelled to get the message out that wasn't gotten out appropriately during this last election. So, folks, please have a good evening out there, and please join us next time. Have a great day.